There comes a point in your life when thinking stops helping. You have analyzed it, replayed it, asked people about it, watched videos about it, made lists, imagined every possible outcome, and somehow you are still standing in the same place. At some point, there are only two words left. Screw it. Not because you stopped caring, because you finally realized that caring about every possible outcome was keeping you from living. There are people who spend years waiting for certainty. Certainty that their business will work, certainty that the relationship is right, certainty that people will approve, certainty that they will not be embarrassed or embarrass themselves, certainty that they are ready. But certainty usually arrives after the decision, not before it. Think about the biggest changes in your life. Most of them probably did not begin with complete confidence. They begin with, I don't know, I'm scared, I might fail. And then you moved anyway. That is what people misunderstand about courage. Courage is not standing at the edge feeling fearless. Courage is standing at the edge with fear screaming in your ears and deciding fear does not get the final vote. There is a version of you that wants guarantees. It wants you to know the bridge will hold before you step on it. It wants you to know the door will open before you knock. It wants you to know people will understand before you speak. But life does not work that way. Some bridges only appear if you step. Some doors only open when you push. Some version of you only exists after you do something the old version of you would never do. And this is where screw it becomes powerful. It is not recklessness. No. It is not abandoning responsibility. No. It is not making stupid decisions because you are emotional. It is the moment where preparation has done everything preparation can do, and you stop using thinking as a hiding place. Because overthinking can look intelligent, but this is what makes it dangerous. You tell yourself, I'm being careful, I'm doing more research, I just need a little more clarity. But sometimes you do not need more information, you need exposure. You need to make the call and discover what happens. You need to post a video and discover who watches. You need to apply and discover whether they say yes. You need to have the conversation and discover what the relationship actually is. There are questions life refuses to answer theoretically. You only get the answer by participating. And yes, you may fail. People may laugh. The idea may not work. You might make the wrong decision. Here is the part nobody tells you. Doing nothing has consequences too. Every year you wait is still a year. Every opportunity you avoid is still gone. Every version of you refuse to test remains imaginary. People are terrified of making the wrong move. They rarely calculate the cost of never moving. Imagine two versions of yourself 10 years from now. One tired, they fell sometimes, they were embarrassed, they changed directions, they lost things, they learned. The other version stayed careful, safe, reasonable. They avoided most of the embarrassment, and they also avoided the possibility. Which one do you think has more peace? Probably not the person who spent 10 years wondering, what if? That question can become heavier than failure. Failure gives you information. What if gives you ghosts. So maybe there's something in your life right now that you already know. You know the conversation, you know the decision, you know the first step you have probably known for a while. The problem is not you need another answer. The problem is that you do not like the uncertainty attached to the answer you already have. That is different. And maybe today you stop trying to remove uncertainty. Maybe you decide to become someone who can move with it. You do not have to know how everything ends. You need to know what the next honest step is. Then take it, send it, post it, apply, leave, begin again, speak, walk through the door. And when your mind starts creating another 20 reasons to wait, listen. Check whether there is anything genuinely useful and what it is trying to say. And if there is not, smile, take a breath, and say, screw it. Not because the future does not matter, because your future matters too much to spend another year standing still. You will never eliminate risk. You will never satisfy every critic. You will never become completely ready for the life you have never lived before. At some point, you simply have to meet yourself on the other side of the decision. And the only way to get there is to move. Screw it. Do it anyway. The Art of Self.